What's up, everybody? Billy here, and welcome back to the channel. I'm going to have a little update on the Project Nemo here. So, as you saw, I had replaced the engine in my 98 Ranger with that of a 2000 Ford Ranger engine, and it went relatively smoothly, except for I had the wrong fuel injectors on it, caused it to run really rich. Anyway, where I last left off on this truck was October of 2022. We are now all the way into the summer of 2023, approaching August, and give a little update. My daughter's been driving the truck. It's been running great, been doing just fine. Until a couple weeks ago, I noticed there was puddles of coolant underneath it. Great. So what I'm gonna do today is try to diagnose why is this thing leaking coolant. I have a sinking suspicion that it is the water pump, which I replaced when the engine was out, thinking I was being proactive. So let's go take a look at it, see why this thing's leaking. So back inside the engine compartment here, I had topped this off. It's back down to low again. I had this parked on the concrete slab here about a week ago after I topped it off, and it was puddle underneath it. So I moved it over to the side there and let her sit. So trying to trace it, and it's definitely on the underside, obviously, because it's running down, but I don't see anything on the top side. So that tells me it's either lower radiator hose or water pump area, I think. So I'm gonna get back underneath this thing and see if I can shine some light on it and see if I can shed some light on where this thing is leaking. I know it's really gonna be hard to see from under here, but obviously I'm getting quite a bit of drippage onto the frame here, and see it collecting on the steering box and all that, and I'm seeing it looks like it's coming from the lower radiator hose. It's dripping down and collecting right here. It doesn't appear to be coming from this side of the hose, so it's collecting here and it's running off of this hose. And I think it's either coming from the radiator hose itself or this bolt right there. Maybe. I put so much silicone around this. I feel like I put enough silicone around this water pump that it shouldn't be leaking, but I just wonder if this clamp didn't get tightened down all the way. And just as I'm sitting here, it's dripping. So I'll dig a little deeper, see if this clamp needs to be tightened down a little bit. I hope it's just that simple. I really do, but I doubt it. Alright, so I've looked around all the upper hoses, anywhere where coolant could be escaping, and everything is pointing to that lower radiator hose right at the water pump. I'm hoping that it was literally just a loose clamp. It seemed tight. I just went ahead and gave her the full send, getting ready to start the truck, topped off the coolant a little bit more. Just gonna let this thing run. I know I'm going to have some residual coolant dripping off the engine because it's been dripping for a little while. So I tried to wipe that up as best I could. But proof's in the pudding. I'll just have to start it and run it and see if I lose any more coolant and go from there. Well, all I did was loosen the lower radiator hose clamp off the water pump, repositioned it, full send, tightened it down, took it for a test drive. It's been sitting in my driveway for probably the last 2 hours now, and no drips underneath the vehicle. Now, I tightened that clamp down back when it was fall / early beginning of cold weather, winter, and I don't know, maybe it was tight then, but now when it got warmer temperatures or something, it was loose enough for it to leak. I don't know. But I'll let my daughter drive this around through all of her stuff she needs to do and keep tabs on it and see how that is. So I know this was a short video, but that's the update on Project Nemo engine swap. Engine's running pretty decently. Aside from this little coolant leak, that was my fault for not tightening down a clamp enough. It's been doing pretty well. So appreciate you guys watching. Thank you very much. God bless, and we'll see you next time.